Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to Selfish Gamers Rocket League Replay Analysis, Episode 4. I'm glad to have you back. For real. Appreciate all you guys watching. Hopefully we can all learn something. Today, I'm going to try something new. Okay? I'm going to deep dive into one of these random replays I have right here. Hopefully it's going to be an interesting match, and I want to see if we can really dive in and see what I did right, what I did wrong, and how much my team and the enemy team are bricks. So let's dive right into the news, shall we? Let me see. There we go. Alright, so the name of the game is going to be rotation and positioning. But we'll focus on some other stuff as well. Let's see what we can do here. A little whiff. You see me prepared to do whatever on the wall there. Here, let me back up for a second. I know it's going to lag probably. And I need to figure out how to pause. God dang it. Alright, sweet. So let's go back. Yeah, let's go back a little bit more. Okay, so you see how I'm waiting on the wall here. This is a very very tactical position right here, and it's basically the same thing that I was explaining last episode, where sometimes it's more advantageous to just let your opponent hit the ball. Let them do what they want with the ball, especially if you don't have confidence that they're going to do anything spectacular, because that's basically what I'm forcing him to do right here, and watch what happens. He does nothing, and basically I'm able to 50-50, but it was a safe 50-50. I knew we were in no danger. That guy rushed it for no reason. I don't know why he did that. Ooh, this could have been bad. Okay, so let's go back here. Again, I'm going to try to deep dive and see exactly what's going on here in this replay. Get a little bit more information on here. So let's see. This was a good... I don't want to say good. I want to say it's kind of a weird thing to do. Basically, the dude rushed, then this dude rushed again, but then it almost turned into like a sick passing play. But then you notice that my teammate realized immediately, because he was paying attention to the play, that my teammate whiffed, I wasn't in position, so he immediately came back and was able to make the save. Now, take a look right here. Notice all the players on the field. This is a beautiful thing. Now, I have no idea where the third person is on the enemy team. Probably going in the corner to get boost or something. But this is perfect positioning and rotation. This is perfect. Study this, okay? You have one person in the middle of the screen right there on my team who is the aggressor with the ball. One person in the middle of the screen on the enemy team who is trying to challenge the ball. And that is his job as position 1 on defense. And then we have position 2, support in net, even though it's usually position 3 on defense. But then I'm assuming position 3 is actually in the corner, and he will sub into the net if he needs to, so that Spazzy can challenge if Chop the astronaut fails his challenge. So we have a rotation of Chop challenging, possible fail. So Spazzy challenges, possible fail. So then the next teammate on their team will come in and be in the net, and hopefully the third challenge will not fail. If that happens, then we are de facto the better team. But anyway, and then you see Cypher Wolf off on the left. You notice how he's giving us perfect space to work with the ball here, okay? He's given my teammate perfect space and perfect respect so that he can do something with the ball. And if there's a 50-50, a pass, any type of play that's going to happen, Cypher Wolf is ready on the left side. And you notice that I am also ready on the right side, giving everybody respect and space that they deserve throughout the match. Just in case the 50-50 happens to go my way, or the pass or the play or whatever comes my way, or somebody misses a 50-50, then I'm able to swoop in case it gets close to the net, or like bump the enemy teammate or whatever. This is perfect positioning. I have the perfect amount of boost. We can do anything we want here. Let's see if we capitalize on it. We didn't. We did not, but that was still perfect positioning. Unfortunately, the 50-50 just kind of went too fast right down the middle of the lane. So that was still perfect positioning. Perfect. Just awesome. This is a kind of little mess up right there. Look, I actually want to see what happened here. So let's see. He went for the ball. He got the boost. And then I'm waiting. So, I don't know. It was just one of those awkward moments where we both decided to wait because we didn't have comms. That was a good, interesting little play there. You notice how I didn't hit the ball immediately. That might be obvious for some people, but for others, make sure that whenever you hit the ball, it's going to be a meaningful touch. And that could have been a goal. Let's talk about that for a second. So notice how Cypher Wolf immediately sees what's going on with us and is starting to head back towards net. Exactly what he needs to do. You notice how, what's his name? Coach, whatever on my team. He hit the ball middle. He sees me basically, and he thinks that this is a safe place to hit the ball, especially considering Spazzy is facing the other way. So he hits it towards my direction. This actually could have been a perfect opportunity to hit the ball and at least move it downfield and continue to apply pressure, which is advantageous at Platinum rank. But I want to take this moment to just talk about my position particularly right here. So I'm technically what you would call position 2 on offense right now because what's his name, the other teammate on the left here who's heading back is in position 3, he's last man back, and then Coach is man on ball, so he's position 1. I'm position 2. So my job as position 2 is what? It's to support. Position 1, he's with the ball, he's making the play. Position 2 is to support position 1, and then, believe it or not, last man back can also be considered position, or can be considered a support role B. So like I'm support role A and he's support role B. So in case I miss, then hopefully what will happen is I'll miss, I'll try to go towards the middle boost and rotate back, and then Coach will either see that the last man back is not going and he'll dive in to be my support basically, or the last man back will come in to be support and one of us is going to be rotating back. So let's see what happens after the whiff. So I whiffed and Coach tries to go in there, but as you see how Cypher Wolf, he was ready and he was able to make the play, and then Coach perfectly, let's see, so yeah, Cypher Wolf was ready, he hits the ball, and you notice how Coach immediately starts heading back because he realizes he's not needed in the play. Unlike Spazzy here, who's not needed in the play and has still stayed there the entire fucking time, which makes him completely useless as a team. And the fact that he was facing one way and now he's facing the other way means that he basically had no speed throughout the entire play just then in those couple seconds, and he's useless to his teammate. But on the other hand, Coach is heading back, and hopefully, let's see if he participates in the next play. See how the ball's coming back. He notices that it's his turn to hit the ball, and we were beautifully able to continue to apply pressure just then because Coach respected my teammates' time with the ball, head back, got boost, and so as soon as our teammate not threw the ball away, but tried to make a play, and Fritos down there threw the ball back towards us, Coach was immediately ready to just throw the ball right back down there. So to continue to apply pressure and basically shut down the enemy team's chance at offense. So that was a great capitalization on that opportunity by Coach. And I'm doing the same thing here. I'm waiting for my turn, respecting people's time with the ball. And then you notice that, in that position right there, I just made a clutch decision. I'll go again. I'll go with the ball since I'm the closest one to the ball, and my teammate wasn't heading towards the ball. He didn't carry his momentum. And so just then, my smart teammates, let's take a look. So I turned around. Okay, that could be considered a cut. I don't know. Whatever you want to consider it. I consider it effective. But so I basically make that decision, and Cypher Wolf doesn't continue to go for the ball. Coach doesn't continue to cheat up or whatever. Cypher Wolf basically realizes, hey, I'm going to head over here to boost. Coach realizes I'm last man back. I'm also going to get boost, but I'll keep an eye on the play and see what happens. I got shut down, but immediately Coach is there to capitalize on it. And let's see what Cypher Wolf. Cypher Wolf is giving. Look again. Cypher Wolf is giving Coach space. That's exactly what he needs to do in these types of situations, and that's exactly how we're being most effective as a team in this game, is by giving each other space and realizing where we're needed on the field. Let's see what happens. And because of it, we can squeeze it by. It was kind of messy, but because we had proper rotation, we were able to continuously apply pressure there, and eventually it led to a goal because the enemy team kind of crumbled. Here we got an interesting play by the enemy team where they kind of like double committed almost. And then we got Freedom, I think, waiting for boost. Here's something to note immediately. Okay, so I make a play, I missed the ball. You notice I didn't frown, I didn't cry, I didn't weep. I just immediately started heading for boost and started rotating back. That's what you do. That's all you ever do. You make a play, if you're no longer effective, you head back. And here, I made the decision, bam. Let's see. So I made the decision, oh, the ball's going upfield. Cypher Wolf is heading the other way. I'm going to support. So bam. And now we're ready because we're respecting each other's space and time with the ball. We're ready for the plays. That was some trust issues there by me and my teammate. And that was a complete whiff by me. But you see, again, they immediately reset and gave each other space. That's exactly what you need to do when it comes to rotation and positioning. But you also need to be prepared to hit the ball, because when it's your turn, it's your turn. So keep that in mind if you ever try to implement these type of rotation tactics. You really need to study when it's your turn to go for the ball and when it's safe to go to the ball. And that just takes some time, fucking up and going at the wrong time, getting the experience. See what happens. Ooh, double commit, took out the enemy team. So Cypher Wolf intelligently threw that down there. I think he was trying to score it, and he definitely could have scored it if he was a better player, and not to throw shade or anything. And you notice, okay, let's talk about this for a second, just explain my reasoning here. So everybody's going back. Frito's left the ball. 2 people back, not heading for the ball. I know it's my ball. I can do whatever the fuck I want with this ball. What do? I hit it directly towards the corner. Why? Because I noticed that Chops, not whatever, he's heading away from the net. That's what he's doing right now. Spazzy, he's coming to challenge the ball for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Because look at where I am and look at where he is. He has absolutely no chance with the ball. He might as well just turn around and go wait in the corner. Would have been a better decision. But he comes to challenge. And the other guy is deciding to, go on a vacation. So I hit it down toward the corner. And Spazzy actually shut it down. Let's see this. Oh, I think he went backwards. Hold on. I really want to see this. So, yeah, Chop. Notice how Chop dashed or not. He took the long way around. I left the goal open. It could have been a disastrous play because because nobody's in net right now. In between the net and the ball. So, I can't. Yeah, then he made a horrible touch on the ball, but I think he gets lucky from it and from Frito's coming back and being able to hit it. So, I don't know. If I was better, my team was better, we could have capitalized on that moment. But I didn't expect this little awkward hit. And again, this is a classic platinum awkward hit that you never expect. But here it is, and totally saved them, unfortunately. And I was just mad. I probably shouldn't touch the ball, but I was just mad. I wanted to pinch it. Thank God. And let me explain this. The reasoning behind this, for example, for a minute. So you notice how I just kind of like softly hit the ball here, so that it would roll up the wall and not bounce back, because that's a cardinal sin, basically, most of the time anyway. And then I was able to make a shot on goal because of it and score, because in Platinum they're never expecting that stuff, never. Alright, good patience, good spacing, good respect for my teammates. Same here. Notice how I go for the ball and coach is still in net. He's basically respecting my ability, and giving me the space, but also covering the net at the same time. Perfect. But you notice how I don't think he's scared to come out of the net. He was actually heading out of the net right then. So that's another thing you don't want to do, is just stay in net. Unfortunate there. Unfortunate there. 2-1. No problem. See what happens. A minute left in the game. See what happens. So yeah, you kind of notice how the enemy team is kind of like hectic all the time, and I'm not sure if it's really them, respecting each other's space or not. But basically, what I'm seeing here, what I'm noticing, is that they're kind of, I don't know, going for balls that they shouldn't and not really respecting the play and the positioning and stuff like that. So what happens is they have to kind of like panic back to get back into position, and that basically means that you're giving time for the enemy team to set up, and that's exactly what's going on here. Cyberwolf and Coach is able to move up and hit and immediately whack the ball back into play. So that was actually a pretty good hit. I don't know if it was intended or not, but pretty good hit to clear it in that specific position downfield. This is me being goofy. Again, our teammates were respecting each other's positioning. Perfect. This is me, again, trying to notice how, like I said in the previous episode, I think, it's all about keeping possession. So, you don't want to come at this ball and just immediately flick into it and hit it and it bounces off the wall and somebody else on the other enemy team is going to get it. Because you see how Chops is ready. He's like, his line of attack is basically towards if the ball bounces out, right? He's ready. So if I did that, it would immediately go to them and it would be, maybe not immediately or a score, but it would be their play on the ball and they'd be the one in possession. And that's not a good thing to do. So instead I make a light touch up the wall. And I'm able to, or I would be able to follow up with that ball if I was, if I had a little more boost. But unfortunately, I didn't. This is me just making an awkward plat touch because I was hoping that they wouldn't expect it, and I knew that they couldn't do anything with the ball if it was right on top of them, besides just like pop it up. Let's see what happens. 4, 3, 2, 1. Man. Nice. Okay, so just summary. All in all, I gotta say this was actually a really good match, at least on my teammates' part. And you can, one thing that I've noticed as I've been raking up is that if you give the time to consciously think about where you need to be and be there, maybe correct your mistake mid-match and give your teammates space, I've realized that your teammates kind of maybe subconsciously, maybe consciously, I'm not sure, just kind of like return the favor. So if you give them space, they'll give you space, and everything works out in your favor because you have proper positioning and rotation and aggression and stuff like that. But then I also notice that if you get tilted and you start to ball chase and stuff like that, and you just, immediately if somebody slows down the play and they start dribbling, you just kind of like rush up behind them and smack the ball out of their possession. I notice that they reciprocate that favor as well, and they will cut you off, and they'll go balls to the wall, and they'll take your boost and stuff like that, and they'll make triple commit saves and stuff. So I guess the lesson to be had here is that rotation, especially in higher levels of play, is especially important. But it's not just rotation and being in the proper position. You need to know exactly when it is that you are supposed to be going and what it is you're supposed to be doing, and then on defense you need to know as well where you're most effective in regards to what the enemy team is going to do. So don't rush if they're going to beat you to the ball. Don't make unnecessary touches. Don't go in there and try to save the ball if your teammate's there and you think you can do something with the ball. Respect their space. So that's what this episode is about. Respect this space. Try to be a more effective team altogether. No, I think we crushed it, and we were able to take the win. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be making some more videos. I've been out of breath the entire episode. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just talking too much, too fast. But thank you for watching. For anybody that is watching, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, if you want me to discuss something in the next video, leave a comment. Let me know. Or message me. I don't care. And I'll make it a topic in the next video or whenever I can. And we'll discuss it. Because I love to learn about these things. And I love to get it out of my system, right? And like I said in the beginning, this is all about progression. The progression of a rookie to hopefully diamond pretty soon. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you for staying with me. Again, this is episode 4 brought to you by Selfish Gamer. And peace. Appreciate it.